How's it going, everybody? Rye right here today, and we are back with your Toledo Underdogs and our Underdogs to Champion series, ready for season number 3. And we had a little bit of debate in the comments about who should be in the NHL in this upcoming season. We have 3 highly prominent rookies. Gavin McKenna, who we took 2nd overall. He's a medium franchise. Porter Martone, who we took in the top 3, I want to say, last year. And then we also have Gustav Chubarov, who is, we traded up to get him in the top 5 this year. So we have 3 really promising rookies, and the consensus was Martone in the NHL, Chubarov in the NHL, but Gavin McKenna, there was a little bit of back and forth. I think I'm going to leave him in the NHL, and that's because he gets a +2 with Kulich and Rosen. And these are guys I've challenged to really hit the ground running this season. I'm trying to get Kulich an X Factor. Kulich, I'm asking him to get 30 goals to get the Schneip superstar ability, which would be fantastic. If you take a look, he had 26 last year, and that was his rookie season. So a full year in the NHL. Hopefully McKenna is a great playmaker for him, right? As he grows, he might get hot down the stretch too. Fantastic playmaker, as well as Isaac Rosen. I'm not necessarily worried about this line's defensive capabilities. I just want them to go out there and score goals. Getting the +2 is awesome as well. The top line is Yamamoto, Lambert, and Zadina. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Brad Lambert can be for us. So, I mean, honestly, he doesn't really fit the scheme. I want him to get 30 assists this season. That's the goal. I think he should get there for sure. On the top line with some pretty solid talent. Improve that passing. Again, he had 28 assists, so really close. The passing needs to get there because the offensive awareness is absolutely there. The shot's actually super good for a two-way forward, and he's a great defender as well. So all around, this guy is really solid. Zadina, again, we know he's a phenomenal playmaker. Not the best defensively, but one of the better offensive forwards that we could possibly have. And then on the third line, we've got Geeky with Dvorak and Martone. We get the +1 on this line. I think it's totally fine the way it is. I actually really like it. Connor Geeky, listed as a 4th line forward, power forward, right? So you can see his stats. He's pretty solid. Defensively, a little lacking. And his skating isn't the best, but he's got that physicals category. He's got a shot, and he's got really, really good puck skills. So hopefully this is a tough third line to play against. 2 power forwards and a two-way forward. I'm really hoping that Christian Dvorak comes in, wins a ton of faceoffs for us, can really help boost these guys defensively. Some young players on this third line with Christian Dvorak. I think we have a really good balance, right? Zadina's in his prime, Lambert's entering his prime, and Yamamoto's also in his prime. We've got Kulich entering, we've got a young McKenna and Rosen entering his prime. Young Martone, Geeky entering, Dvorak is a veteran, and then we've got Nolan Foote, who's in his prime. We've got Noah Gregor, who's a veteran, and then Tyler Tullio, who's entering his prime. Somebody we've developed. The Sabres actually acquired him in the Matthew Savoy trade and Ryan McLeod. So we'll see if having a sniper on that bottom line is good or bad. It doesn't look like a very good defensive line. And then when you look at the defense, well, defense isn't our strong suit, but we're hoping to get there, win some games with the strength of our offense, develop a guy like Chubarov so he can lead the blue line for the future. Larai, we expected a little bit better of him. He completely crashed last season, really took a hit based on the statistical growth. But Ryan Johnson and Kalen Addison look to be a pretty solid pairing for us. Hinola as well. Calvin DeHaan, not great. Chubarov hopefully grows during the season for us. He doesn't really fit the coach's scheme either, which is a bummer. I am giving the rookies the goal to make the NHL team to start the season. They all are going to make the NHL team to start the season, and I want to see what that's going to do for them. Because this short-term goal, making the NHL team to start the season, could change how we look at these guys for the season. And that's kind of what I was thinking about, because it was about 50-50 split in the comments on the last video of should we keep him in the NHL? Should we play him down in juniors? We're going to see what making the NHL team does for them, and then hopefully we're going to have a good season this season. I am worried about the blue line, but let's go ahead, get the season started. We're here early September. Still a little bit to go here in the sim. Got to get through preseason, and then we can jump in and after the first month, and I'll let you guys know how we did. All right, now we have our coach coming to talk to us this season. So I think we want to talk about the probably just preseason. Talk about what we should focus on in the preseason. I think I really like the idea of the minus to deking, but again, getting the offensive awareness up. Because I think losing awareness is a bad thing, and losing wrist shot power, maybe getting our defensive awareness up. Honestly, getting our defensive awareness up might be more important than the offensive awareness. 5v5 focused, yeah. +1 to +3. I think the loss to deking, I don't think that's really going to hurt us. So again, we're going to 5v5 focus, puck control, defensive awareness, offensive awareness. I think we're fine there. I don't mind the minus to deking at all because I don't think deking has a big impact on what these guys are going to be able to do in the sim. So there we go. So the first month is now complete. It started off pretty rough. I'm not going to lie. We had 4 straight losses, 1 in 5 to start the season, but we've rattled off 3 in a row. And we're looking not terrible, right? I mean, we're scoring goals, right? Recently, it took us a second to gel. And I do want to check now. Well, let's see who's leading the team in points. It's Isaac Roseanne. That's great. That's what you like to see. Addison leads the defense in points. Goals is Kyler Yamamoto. Brad Lambert's already got 7 assists. And Martone on the third line has the most points for a rookie. So let's go ahead, just take a look real quick at the stats. I know it's 1 month. We've not even played 10 games, but seeing Rosen as a +3, Lambert's a +1. I mean, we've got some pluses now. Martone, 6 assists. That's fantastic. I love that. 6 assists, but he's a -4. So like we said, that's not a very good defensive line. Gavin McKenna with 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. Now an 80 overall. Things you love to see. And he's a +2. So that second line seems to be working just fine for us. All right, let's keep looking at the forwards though. Who's anybody scoring crazy amount of goals? Kyler Yamamoto should be a sniper, I guess. Noah Gregor on the 4th line, right? No, he's on the 4th line, I'm pretty sure. And he's got 6 points, 3 goals, 3 assists. He's got 2 he's on the power play. That's what it is. Our power play actually looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna get Gavin McKenna on that though. So I'm gonna go fix that. First month power. I mean, the team is playing well, so maybe I shouldn't do that. I mean, 9 games, 44% points percentage. We're really close to the Canadiens. I consider us in the wild card spot right now. We are not looking good on goals for and goals against. Our power play is at 24%, which is fantastic. The penalty kill does need to improve. So I'm going to go make those changes to those lines. But guys, so far, I'm actually not too upset with what I've seen. As far as like, if we just quickly go to the edit lines, I just want to see did they progress? Is it still a goal for the short term? Is it like make it halfway through the season and then it updates? Yeah, no goals and promises. So that's one thing I do want to check. Let's take a look at the, we see progress reports. Yes, we can. Progress report. Do we have 3? Kyler Yamamoto's got a ton. Not really who I'm worried about right there. Martone, who I challenged to make the NHL. They got the +5 to puck control, +2 to offensive awareness, +1 to defensive awareness. And yeah, so all of these guys, they only have growth. All the 4s only have growth because of their... So wait, did them making the NHL, like, not do anything? Like, at all? That's so weird. +1 to defensive awareness, +2 to offensive awareness, and then +3 to puck control, -3 to deking. So I think, honestly, like, for defenders, that 5v5 focus is just so good. Kulik's got a +15. Yeah, he's got statistical growth from last year and hopefully continues to do that. But otherwise, guys, I don't see any direct benefit from saying make the team out of camp. Like, we got nothing for it. So I was hoping maybe we'd get something. Doesn't look like we did. All right, we get another month through. It is the end of November. And yeah, it looks like early on we were just riding high on a little bit of a win streak, kind of maybe changed our perception. But through 23 games, we've got 19 points. That's tied with the Senators. That's not very good. Looking at the matchup, we score the 32nd most goals for per game and allow the 19th goals against per game. The power play is in 25th and the penalty kill is in 31st. Guys, we got a long way to go here. I just kind of want to take a look at the lines. Is there something that's like not clicking? Do we need somebody to rescue that top line? Is it like Yuri Kulik up here? Right. I mean, what is Yuri Kulik doing? He's got 3 goals in 18 minutes. I challenge him to get 30. He's gonna need to get hot. His shooting percentage is woeful, so I'd assume that he's gonna get better. Gavin McKenna doesn't have any points, guys. Just straight up isn't getting points. 5 points through 23 games. Pretty sure he had 4 through the first 9. So does that mean game logs in the last 10 games he's just got 1 assist? Like, look at that. That is brutal. That is an ice cold stretch. Oh my word. Martone's up to an 83 though. That is impressive to see. So maybe he goes up and McKenna goes down, and we don't worry as much about the chemistry, right? We just kind of do our thing. Maybe that's what we got to do. I don't know, because what is really dragging us down? I guess nobody really is crushing it. I mean, we got a bunch of minuses everywhere. Tyler Tullio is the only guy that's not really been a minus, but defensively, Chubarov's up to an 81. I like that. Lorai with him is still a -2. How is that a -2? I don't understand how he fits better down here with the 2 X's. Oh, is it because somebody's got a green down here? I guess we'll do this then. The top pairing, I mean, people are growing a little bit. There's a little bit of improvement here. Calvin DeHaan down here with him. Oh, that's a -3. We can't do that. Chubarov, can I put you on the top pairing? I can't put him there either. That is going to be a tough fit, guys. That is going to be a really tough fit. He does not fit anybody's scheme whatsoever. Do we trade him for a young prospect? Another prospect that potentially is hold the line or pinch and shoot rather than hold the line and cycle? Because I honestly think that might be the move. Maybe move him this offseason for somebody some young prospect. And then goaltending wise, it's not perfect, but it's about as good as I would have expected them to do. Rasmus Kapari and Zach Sanford there are scratch. But honestly, guys, Tullio's not been great. Rasmus Kapari gets us +1 and he's 26. So yeah, that's the easy decision. But I honestly don't mind our forward core. It's just shocking to me that we have just not scored goals at all. So hopefully those couple changes I made are gonna help us out, because that goals for per game is just, it's just bad. I know we're not good, but yikes. And we are at the 41 game mark this season. And man, it's going all right, I guess. I mean, just looking at the points, 41 games played, 38 points. We're on pace for 76 points, which would probably, I think that's an all-time high. It's got to be an all-time high. We barely cracked 60, I think, once. Maybe? I don't know. All I know is that 76 is probably the best we've done. We're in 6th place in the division, and we're improving, right? That's the big thing. Brad Lambert leads in points. Martone is crushing it with 24 points. You guys, I mean, we did move him up. We just aren't scoring as a team. Still 32nd in goals for per game, 24th in goals against per game. I think the penalty kill did get a little bit better. Power play maybe a little worse. The offense just isn't there with this team right now, and I'm really surprised to see that. Maybe it's our defenders that are not generating offense, but Yuri Kulik, are you still shooting 5.8%? Sure is. Brad Lambert has 17 assists. I challenged him to get 30, I believe, so he's on pace. He's on pace to do that. Let's see. Oh, nope, I'm clicking the wrong bumper. There we go. Stat challenge, 30 assists, right? Yuri Kulik, we needed 30 goals out of him. I need him to start scoring like the sniper he is. He's a really, really good player. I'm hoping the morale keeps boosting him. He gets better and better and better. Philip Zadina here. I didn't give him a challenge, but he's got, what, 20? Oh, God, he's not doing well at all. I mean, maybe, and we get a +1 if we move Yamamoto back up, but Yamamoto's a -20. A -20 for a two-way forward. That is ridiculous, considering that Lambert and like all of these guys. Oh my God, Martone, Rosen. Oh yeah. So I guess it's not just him, right? Maybe I'll just move Rosen up and then we'll do this. Maybe Martone on the third line with Geeky and McKenna. We get a +1 if we move McKenna to the left wing, so we should move him to the left wing. Don't know why, but hey. And we got a decent option here. I mean, Porter Martone is just -20, 24 points. He's leading all rookies. He's close to our team lead in goals, but I think we'll move Noah Gregor up. He's a bit more balanced, a pretty solid two-way forward. Defensively, how are we looking? Chubarov is now to an 83? This guy is growing. Oh, man, and I would hate to move on from him because our coach doesn't fit, but, like, how do we get him to fit? Like, how do we do this? I can't figure out a way to get him into the lineup that works. We need somebody with, Lorai. Him and Lorai on the top pairing, Chubarov. That's it. We need somebody that works. And that should be fine. And then DeHaan down there. Perfect. Okay. This isn't looking too bad. Chubarov is, I think he needs ice time, guys. I mean, 5 points, -2 only. I mean, he's doing well. Play him up higher. He's turning into a stud, guys. He is turning into a stud. He's got a great defensive category. He is a two-way defender. That is for sure. I'm pumped about that. Okay, love to see that. All right. So maybe things aren't as bad as we originally thought. Jonas Johansson not looking like the goalie we brought in. Daniil Tarasov looking better than what he looked like before the season started. So not too shabby there. Now, we do want to take a look at contracts now that we're halfway through. Who is expiring? Kulik, Lambert, Yamamoto, Addison. Okay, we need to definitely bring back a guy like Yuri Kulik. He is going to ask for 4 years at 4.6. I mean, I think I'm willing to give him like 6 years at 5.5, maybe. Right? Like, he's not a huge fan of the org. But 7-year deal for Yuri Kulik at, I mean, cap space really isn't an issue for us, guys. Like, it really isn't, and it's not going to be for a while. I think 7x6 is good for him. If he accepts that, cool. He's going to take some time. Brad Lambert, we want to offer him a contract extension for sure. He loves the org. I think I'm willing to also give, man, do I give him that kind of same deal? 6 years, this time $5 million. I'll give him 5.25 so he likes it more. He should accept this because of how much he likes the org. 6 years, he'll be 29 when this is all over. I feel like that's a good deal for an 85 overall, low elite. He could still get better. He's got years left of development. He's getting a ton of ice time. He's getting points. I think we're going to offer him that as well. He is going to accept the offer straight up. We love to see that. Absolutely love that. Kyler Yamamoto. Now, here's an interesting one. This guy, man, I'll tell you what, looks good on paper, but anywhere he plays is just awful. Minus 53, minus 28, now a minus 20, and gonna get worse. I think I might honestly move on from Kyler Yamamoto. Maybe get a first or something for him. Maybe a young prospect, a stud. I don't know, but I think I want to move on from Kyler Yamamoto. He looks great on paper. In the sim, just isn't doing it. I mean, he's playing a ton of minutes, sure, but his giveaway to takeaway ratio is actually really good. Does that matter, though? I mean, he hit a lot last year. Cool. But he's on pace for 44 points and a minus 40. Like, the dude is just going to be a huge minus for us. I mean, we've destroyed his plus minus, that's for sure. But I mean, he's developed for us into something that I don't think he was previously. I don't know. That's really one that I'm not sure about. Addison wants a 4-year, $5.8 million deal. I actually kind of like the idea of that. I think I'm cool with 4 years for Addison. Yeah, 4 years. Just give him what he wants. He's going to accept this. I'll take it. Boom. He's going to accept the offer, and we are good to go there. Noah Ostlund needs a contract extension. How is he doing in Rochester? He's got 23 points in 35 games, playing a ton of ice time. Really good playmaker. Looks like somebody we could play in the NHL next season. Can I give him a 3-year deal at like the max here, and will he accept it? Yeah, $1 million 2-way deal. He's gonna accept. That is fantastic. Now Geeky, we got so many guys on expiring deals. Connor Geeky is only a -9. He's playing 12 minutes a night, not a lot of time. I like it. I feel like I want to bring him back. He's still an RFA at the end of this deal. 1.65 for 2 years. He's going to take some time. He's not going to rush into it. That's fine. I don't blame him for that. Goalie's expiring. Daniil Tarasov is playing well. I'll give him a 2-year deal at 1.75. How does that sound? He is going to love it because, I mean, he's been the best goalie we've had. So, man, maybe, you know what? I'm going to see what the trade market would give me for Kyler Yamamoto. Give me a second here. All right, guys, I am trying to make a trade work here, and I just wanted to jump in before. I don't know if it's going to go through or not, but Parik here from the Calgary Flames looks insane. Zane Parik. I mean, those puck skills are ridiculous. He's got a good enough defensive category with good shot blocking and stick checking. His defensive awareness should hopefully improve. He's got good offensive awareness, and he's a medium elite at 20, and he's 80 overall. He's the kind of guy we can acquire, and it would cost us one of our seconds, Kyle Yamamoto, and I'm throwing in Seabrook because they originally asked for Martone. I'm hoping that we can get there with this deal. I mean, that's a next year's second. We do have 2 seconds next year, so I'm completely fine making this move. And if they accept that, I think we already improved the team as is, right? We got plenty of forward depth. It's the defenders that we need. So let's see. Trade rejected is woefully insufficient. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. Yamamoto's value is 2 seconds, and I don't know if, like, would Parik for 2 seconds actually go through? I don't know. We could give it a try, but we'd probably have to give up something a lot better than this, and it's just I just don't see the value in doing that, right? Maybe giving up a guy like Jekimov's, right, as well. I do really like the idea of Perek over Kyler Yamamoto's. You know, it's just not going to happen, right? Skaters matching the block. Who's got trade value? Ritu here, yeah, sure. I'll throw him in there. Oh, he's signed. So who is signed that I can throw? Oh God, wow, they have a ton of players there. Bell, sure. I'll throw Bell in there. This would go through Jekimov's, Seabrook, Yamamoto. I mean, Seabrook is really not much value, is he? If they say to sweeten it just a touch, maybe I will. Isn't where it needs to be at all. I doubt that Seabrook is going to be the guy to push the needle. Move the needle, I should say. But hey, you know what? Low, screw it. Low elite. Maybe that'll be the thing that pushes him over. The value isn't where it needs to be at all. I just don't think Perek is going to happen. So this is the kind of deal I'm looking at, though. We're going to wait until we get to the trade deadline and see if things change and contenders change and maybe Yamamoto gets better. I don't know. We're going to wait and see, but he would go for 2 seconds. Well, this is some big news. Yuri Kulik has rejected our offer because he's looking to play for a consistent playoff team, but Connor Geeky is going to accept his contract. So that's one thing I do want to stop and do. Oh God, we just got absolutely slaughtered by Winnipeg. This is gonna be tough. As some of these guys like this retaining them. Jonathan Quick is still playing. That is crazy. Yuri Kulik, enter negotiation. What would it take to bring back Yuri Kulik? It's a risky. I'm not going to talk about a two-way deal. We're just going to go neutral. Let's hype him up on the organization. Right now, your organization isn't, but I'm willing to hear you out. He said he wanted to be our smaller market, maybe. Isn't lost on me. Its importance aligns with what I'm looking for in an organization. Cool. Did that bump it up at all? Team status. Oh God, I think I just want to offer him a contract. I don't want anything risky to potentially. Oh man, he wants a 3-year deal. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Right. It's like 3 years, 4.6. I'd love to get him for 6, 7. Get him for 7 years. Okay. Improve the offer 7 by 7, maybe increase the salary by 500K. Make it 6.5. But as a whole, it doesn't fully align. Okay. Promise increase the salary again. How about 350K this time? Up to, I'll just give him another 500K. Thank you. I mean, he's liking the contract more. What if I give him a modified no trade clause? It doesn't show me until I hit it. Okay. So modified no trade clause. I'll give him a reduced modified no trade clause. I don't think I'm going to trade him. Let's go with, I'll give him like 20 teams. Sure. 20 teams clause option there. Do you like this? He does. All right. All right. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere with him. And then negotiate, improve offer. Yeah. Maybe I'll make him a promise. All right. If it'll help him sign with us, he's guaranteed to be a top 6 forward. I think never scratch, power play 1. You'll be, oh wow, that's a lot. No PK. Does he not want to play penalty kill? I'm going to say he's going to be a top 6 forward for sure. I see him as a top 6 forward. Oh God, it went down. That's my final offer. All right, so, geez, it went down. He really loved the contract, and then I said he was going to play in the top 6, offer an extension. Where's the deal? Oh, man. I didn't mean to do final offer. 6-year deal. He wanted, like, 6 by 7 was what it was going to do, what it was going to take. Oh, geez. Yeah, he might really like 8 million. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue, right? 6 years from now, maybe, but at that point, like, do I just give him a ton of money because he's one of the best players we have and will have for a while? 6 years, 7 million, no clauses, no promises. He's gonna, okay, I'll update you guys if he gets back to me on that one, but screw it. I mean, listen, we've got so much cap space. We literally are just drowning in cap space right now. We do need to get to the floor. Our cap hit is 71, and then next season, what is our projected spent? 45. I think we're okay to give him the money. All right. So he is now he just came to me and said, when I signed, you'll be playing. He's asking about the promise I made. So yeah, you'll be a top 6 forward. Glad to hear that. Okay, I'll chat with the coach to make sure this happens. Cool. Is he going to sign the contract now? Are we going to see it pop up? Maybe? Reject your offer. Wow, he still does not want to come play for us, man. All right, I guess we'll give him a little bit of time, but he's an RFA, so he's staying here whether he wants to or not. We win in a shootout, but ay. So I just wanted to pop back in. I was going to take a look at maybe just saying screw it and giving our young guys as much ice time as possible and pulling Zadina and Yamamoto off. But the Philadelphia Flyers have just fired their head coach, and if I can find it here, their record is staggeringly bad. I mean, it is... I couldn't even do this. You couldn't even try. They've got 25 points. They are 9-38 and 7. I mean, they're scoring probably more than we are. Yeah, they're scoring more goals than we are, but they're allowing 4.26 goals against. What the hell do their lines look like? Oh, I should have gone for this year's first from them. Who knew? Also, this looks disgusting. What the heck, Anaheim? What are you, bro? Anaheim's cooking over here. Let's take a look at the Philadelphia Flyers, though, because they are, whatever they're cooked is burnt. I think it's just disintegrated at this point. I don't get it. It's not the worst team I've ever seen, but it's not a great team. But like Michkov, really, really good playmaker. They've got, I mean, their forward core is pretty weak. Their defense, I mean, 74 overall Rasmus Ristolainen. That feels pretty accurate. Doesn't look pretty good. And their goaltenders are Hart and Ersson. I mean, how does this team have 9 wins? What is going on with this team? I mean, Konechny's minus 37, minus 30. Oh, my Lord. It can always be worse, I guess. But I think as far as for us, for lines, let's just talk to our head coach. Game plan. I would like to coaching style. Ooh. He's persuasion failed. Coaching style, 50-50. Brute force it. No, he doesn't want to talk about it. Ice time allocation. All right. He likes to, let's go with roll 3 lines. Improve, yeah. Is the right move until we can improve. Sure, defense. Let's go top heavy. Or roll the top 4, right? Just want to do that. Let's roll the top 4. Sweet. All right, new topic. So we got that there. Game plan. Preferred lines. Coaching style. Is it going to fail again? Yeah, it's going to fail. Preferred lines. Very convincing. Forwards. Let's discuss line 1. And I want left wing. I want it to be Yuri Kulik. There we go. No, end conversation. All right, so now we can just guarantee that Yuri Kulik is going to be up there on the top line. But I kind of want to mess around with it a little bit because I think this season, right, we have improved for sure. Why is Gavin McKenna down here? No, I didn't want him down there. Maybe that's why we're doing so poorly. I kind of want him up there. Can he play center over Lambert? Does he, like, does this... Oh, man, I don't think that improves it at all. But, like, Lambert doesn't really fit the top line. Do we maybe move Rosen back and do that? Get the +1. Lambert with Gregor and Zadina, and then Yamamoto's down here. I mean, honestly, I don't hate this. Yuri Kulik, would you score, my guy? Holy mackerel, he's shooting 4.7%. Of course he's shooting 4.7% because I asked him to score this year. So why wouldn't he just completely regress in shooting percentage to an unfathomable level? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's crazy, guys. It really is crazy. Gregor can play left wing. Lambert's a center, so we'll do this, and we'll just put Gavin McKenna at first line center because he fits there, and he needs ice time. Defensively, Chubarov is an 84. Things you love to see. Move him up there with Lorai. And I think, did that hurt us? Like, he was like, yeah, he's not doing as hot there. I mean, nobody's doing well up there. Let's be honest. Nobody's going to succeed with this team. So, oh, man, this is such an interesting struggle right now. Connor Geeky over Kupari, I think, for sure. We get the +1 on every line. Hey, we get the +1 on every line. Kyler Yamamoto, I think he's got to go. Doesn't really fit the chemistry anywhere. I mean, he would fit there, but I don't want to move Kulik off of it. I guess he would fit over Roseanne. Then Roseanne would fit there over Gregor. And actually, yeah, I think this is where we want to be. This is what we want to do. This is what we want to be. Give McKenna the ice time. Martone, he fits there so perfectly, and it just aligns. Everything's aligned, so we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it as is. That's the lines. That's what we're going to move with. Let's get to the trade deadline. So yet again, we are at the bottom of the Atlantic. Much like the Titanic, we're not at the bottom of the East. The Flyers have successfully out-tanked us, and I can claim that a dub for them this late in the this early, I guess, in the season, I should say. I mean, they only have 29 points, guys. But we are more like a regular team. We're 2 points behind the Red Wings, so a win passes the Red Wings and Senators for us, I think. And then, you know, the Blue Jackets are only a point ahead of us. The Capitals are only 5. So I think we are becoming a good team. I do think, though, we need to find ourselves another defender. I need to go out, and I think I do need to trade Yamamoto for a defender. I think we have the forward core. We've got the depth. Kyler Yamamoto here, like, he's got value. I can't believe Yuri Kulik has less value. It's probably because they're both expiring. But you can see we could get 2 seconds for him from most teams. So I wonder, maybe just sign them to an extension. Just give them a contract extension. Their value will go up. Maybe I'll just throw money at Yuri Kulik too. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to give that a go here real quick. Get them to sign some contracts. Advance a day. Just make sure that they're guaranteed to sign it. Okay, Yamamoto, what would you like? What would it take to get you to come back? Very convincing chance to charm him. He loves it. Contract, what do you want? A 2-year deal. Perfect. Nobody's going to be upset by that. I think we're just going to continue with that. I think that's perfectly fine. Continue. All right, and he should sign it. There's probably enough there to just... I'm going to discuss... Oh, he's going to discuss it with his friends and family. Don't do that. Just sign it. Don't ask your family. All right. Back for a round of another negotiations. Yes. All right. Let's... Wait, whoa. Why is the salary so low? Increase salary. We need to increase it by 350,000? Oh my God. Yeah, no, increase the salary. Yeah, we need to absolutely jack the salary way up, like to $3 million up. There we go. It's so bugged. Oh, it's so bugged. Give me a second. All right, so I was able to get him to really love the offer. So I think honestly he loves the contract, doesn't love the org, but 3 years at $7 million seems like it's going to get it done. He'd still be an RFA at the end of that, so we're going to offer him the contract extension. He's going to discuss with friends and family. I want to see if they'll sign it before we get to the deadline. If they don't sign it by, like, I'm going to hit advanced day here. If they don't just sign it, advanced day. Yeah, I can't jump into the trade deadline because I'm going to try and negotiate a deal for a really good young defenseman. So I've got to find something here that hopefully will benefit the team because, yeah, I think Yamamoto's on his way out. All right, so here's the deal I'm talking with the Montreal Canadiens about. They're a pretty decent team. They're listed as a conservative buyer, so I'd be surprised why they wouldn't want a guy like Kyler Yamamoto. David Reinbacher is playing for the Laval Rocket. He's playing in the AHL, guys. He's an 80 overall medium elite. I'm sorry, but that's not where he belongs. Let's stay with the Montreal Canadiens here. And of course, go to defensemen. Do they really just have that stacked of a D-core? I mean, Hudson looks great. Matheson looks great. Gooley, Barron, Stone. I guess they have Engstrom and Trudeau. Honestly, that's not bad at all. I think a guy like Engstrom might actually be... Wait, what are they doing with their D-core? What are they... Arbor Shekai. There it is. That's what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6. All right. Even a guy like Engstrom, I could go after, right? 23, 80, kind of guy that we could maybe grow and develop. But I want David Reinbacher. He's 22, and he looks pretty well-rounded. I did a player search. He's probably one of the more well-rounded defensemen out there. We give up our second next year because he's got way more value than the Canucks second, but it's a second-round pick. And then Kyler Yamamoto. I think this is a pretty fair deal in the trade value. I think it helps him now, and they're not even using him. So, trade rejected. Isn't up to snuff at all. That's fine. I kind of figured that was going to happen. Let's see, rookie skaters. Anybody they want from the rookie skaters? I mean, I would throw in Jekimovs. I would throw in Jekimovs. At 1971, we have forwards. We should be fine there. Trade rejected. Quite far off based in value. Okay, I guess I'll have to see what they want. All right, so I'm back on the Calgary Flames. They had previously... I'd barked up this tree before with Perrick here. I just love the look of the stats of this guy, and he should be playing in the NHL, not the AHL. But 2 seconds in Yamamoto. We do have 2 seconds next year. That's a next year problem. I mean, honestly, I think this is a deal that helps us now and definitely in the long term. I know 2 seconds is a bit to give up, but I feel like for a guy like this, it's worth it. Trade rejected. Wow, dude. They really don't want anything. I mean, they wanted Zadina instead. It's not like it's that much value, guys. Like, come on. It's really not much value here. Let's take a look at rookie skaters. Anybody they want. They want Jekimovs. I'll give them Seabrook because he doesn't appear to be growing at all. So we'll throw in Seabrook in this deal. It'll probably go through now. Doesn't meet our... what? What do they say? Oh, my God. All right. I guess I need to offer more than what Seabrook is. I kind of want to keep Ristolainen. I guess I'll give Jekimovs. I was willing to give up Jekimovs before. They'd have too many skaters in the org. So why don't I just ask for, you know, whoever their rookie skaters are that are... or actually, let me just go to their all skaters. And then... their worst signed skater in terms of value is Lomberg, and they want to get rid of Lomberg, and he's a 78. So Ryan Lomberg, grinder, perfect, fine, I'll take it. I think this is fine. Wow, okay. I mean, really, is it that big of a difference? I mean, I guess maybe it is. You know what? I might have to wait until the trade deadline to make a move. All right, and then Kyler Yamamoto is going to reject our contract offer. Yuri Kulik is going to accept our offer enthusiastically. All right, so we do get Yuri Kulik to stick around. We're a seller. It's time to enter the trade deadline and just get rid of Kyler Yamamoto. I've had enough of him. All right, there's lots of really good players available. Unfortunately, we can't get any of them because they're above an 80 overall. So let's take a look at all the available, and I just kind of want to go all the way to the end of the trade block here and see, are there any good potential defensemen that we could acquire, right? Maybe some young 80 overall ascending defenseman. All right, so here we go. 71 medium top sixes. Rasmus Ristolainen. No, I'm good. I'll pass. I've seen that as a Sabres fan. I don't need it. All right, what do we got? Nothing here, guys. We have nothing. Does anybody want to give me something for Jacob Larson, Fleming, Carter? I mean, no picks. Like, I'll take a pick. I'll take any pick. You throw me a pick? All right. No, I guess not. All right. We'll just go find a trade, I guess. Maybe Montreal. I'll call Montreal back against for one of their defenders. Who was it? It was Engstrom. There he is. 23 and 80. I mean, that's not bad at all. Medium top 4 potential. Lefty, righty. Really bad at puck. Is not a great player at all, I guess. Reinbacher, what would it take now at the trade deadline? Addison, a second in Wroclaw, or 2 seconds in Ryan Johnson? No, I'm not going to do that deal. Maybe I could just... maybe I do trade Yamamoto for whatever I can get for him. And then I call back... oh, God, who is it? Anaheim does have Schaefer, who looks really insane at 19. Chubarov straight up for Schaefer. I don't like that deal because Chubarov's is ascending. Defenseman Perrick here. Obviously, you guys can now see they want Lambert a second, and Tikhonov, Rosen in 2 seconds, Zadina in 2 seconds, Martone or Addison in 2 seconds. And I don't want to do that. Carolina, I mean, just sorting by, I guess, trade value. Nope, they don't have anybody young. Korchinski is way too old at this point. Oh God, I'm trying to find like maybe even a medium top 4 who looks really good for the future. And they don't exist. There's Svazil. Svazil actually looks really good. What would it take to get him? 2/3? I'm just going to honestly just see what I could get for Kyler Yamamoto as is. So Toledo Underdogs. Ryan Murray has way too much trade value. Like, way too much. Would anybody take Murray and Yamamoto? No trades found. Okay, what would teams give me for Ryan Murray? A second and a third? A second this year and a third next year? Holy mackerel. A second and a third, a second. Wow. A second and a third, a second and a third, and then some medium top 6s. Second and a third from the Rangers. Leafs. That's our third back from the Canucks. No thanks. Boston, Vancouver seconds. I know that's low value. Colorado. Let's talk to Colorado. They're giving a second and a third for Ryan Murray. Why am I even hesitating here, dude? Just, yes. The second and a third. I don't care if they're bad seconds. So now I can throw Yamamoto, and what? Multiple seconds on the block? Nothing? Really? Are you kidding me? Does nobody want Kyler Yamamoto for a... He's the perfect playoff push guy. He's the perfect guy to trade for a playoff push. See, now, okay, there's 2 seconds. The teams that are interested, the Blackhawks, the Devils, the Islanders, Utah, Vegas, and Winnipeg. I want to see, like, let's go to Utah. Does Utah have any young defensemen that I could get? Lamoureux? I don't know if I want to do that. No, probably not. Let's see now. Now that I have so many seconds, Calgary, can I just throw seconds at you for Perrick? I'm just going to throw a ton of seconds. Kulik, 2 seconds. Rosen, 2 seconds. Zadina, Lambert, a first and a third. A next year's first. No, I'm not going to do that. But they want the third. I will give them, right? I mean, we have multiple picks next. We've got so many picks next year. We'll give them our second, a third, and then skaters matching the block. Do they do not. I mean, I at this point, I'm just going to bang my head against the wall until it works. A second, a third, and Yamamoto for Perrick. Rejected. Okay. What else? What else? Skaters matching the block that they want. They want Jekimovs, but I need to take somebody back. How about rookie skaters? They want any of our rookie skaters? Hellenius, Ristolainen. How about I throw in Seabrook? How about Seabrook? Does that move the needle at all? No, not at all. All right. How about I give you another second? I just acquired a second and a third, so I'll give that second. It was like Ryan Murray, and I'll do this. I'll give you Colorado's 2 seconds, Yamamoto, and a third. Trade rejected. Quite far off. Are you kidding me? Seriously, guys? Oh my word. Fine. You can have another third. 2 thirds, 2 seconds, and Yamamoto. Reject. Oh my goodness. That is ridiculous, guys. I can't believe that nobody wants. I mean, the Hurricanes want this package. What if I just go with defenseman? Or actually, yeah, defenseman. I might just get rid of Yamamoto, so I'm not stuck holding the bag here. Kyler Yamamoto and a pick, maybe next year's third from the Avs. Yamamoto and a third. We could get a second and Michelli. How good is Michelli? He's making a ton of money. Kyler Yamamoto for a second and a third. I like that, Vegas. Call you back. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my, dude, Vegas is trying to snake my trade. I'm just trying to see who this Michelli guy is, and how good is he? He's probably too good. If I'm going to be honest, he's making $6 million, and the game's going to pay him $6 million. He's probably too good for me to acquire. He's a 79? What? He's a 79? I mean, he looks terrible defensively, but is this morale? Is his morale in the gutter? Can I see morale? Oh, can I not see another team's morale? Shoot, roll, extension, future season clause. Let's just go to Toledo real quick. Oh, I can't go to Toledo. Discard the trade. Oh, God, I didn't want to do that, but can I see morale on my own page? Yes, I can. All right, so his morale is just got... I'm going to take a swing on that. He's a 79. I'm going to take a swing on it, and we get a second. And we've got cap space. This is the kind of trade that, like, I would want to do. This is what I would want to find. So Yamamoto. Oh, God, I pushed the wrong button, of course. Yamamoto and a third. It was that Avs third, I think. Avs third. And they wanted to give us Michelli in a second. I'm going to accept the trade. I'm going to do this. $6.3 million for a shot on a guy that might be upset. I'm going to do it. We get a second. We upgrade to a second out of the deal, too. So now we have 4 seconds next year. 4! We get rid of Kyler Yamamoto, and we don't make our forward core any worse. We got rid of a third for Ryan. Oh, yeah. We're going somewhere now. Let's see. Anybody else here that's like stupid overvalued for the bad player they are? I don't think so. I think Ryan Murray was the only one. I saw teams calling on Larson too. So let me see. Larson. Yeah, Larson. Teams wanted him. I don't know why. Fleming, Carter, Morozov. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep him. I think I'm just gonna keep him. This is, I mean, medium, low top nines. That's basically a 7th round pick. All right, so we're not gonna do that, but we are gonna go back to the Calgary Flames. Can I just give you all of my picks? Lambert, a second, 2 seconds in Rosen, Zadina, Kulik in 2 seconds, or Martone straight up. How about I give them every extra second I have? A second. Yep, there we go. We're giving them our second, Utah's second. We'll give them, and then Colorado's second. There we go. 3 second-round picks here. 3 second-round picks. You love second-round picks, Calgary. Too far off. Oh, I hate that so much. And they don't want, they don't want any of our Jekimovs. Sure, I'll give you Jekimovs too. Trade accepted. All right. There we go. We did it. We finally got him. Oh my goodness. After pounding my head against the wall for so long, we finally did it, guys. We did it. Oh, hopefully you guys don't think I give up too much. I mean, 3 seconds for a medium elite defenseman. I feel like I'll never find a medium elite in the 2nd round. I'm sure we'd have more depth, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see if we can now. Whew, all right. Do we just kind of talk now? I mean, our defensive core is actually looking young and exciting. Perrick, Hinola, Larai, Johnson, Addison, Chubarov. I mean, that's starting to look like it's got some potential for the future, too. And then our forward core, Michelli's an 84. So we barely downgraded. And his defensive category got better. Holy moly, is he a great playmaker. That's what we need, too. And he fits the scheme. Let's go. Let's see. Does Perrick fit the scheme? Perrick, do you fit the scheme? He fits better than freaking Chubarov, but not great. It's not like these guys are going to pair together, which is a bit of a bummer. But, and I mean, draft pick wise, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So yeah, we're looking fine there. Oh God, I hate how it does that. It changes the 2 bumpers when you go to the freaking the draft picks. But all right, Jet Greaves. Oh, all right, we're starting to look like we got maybe some goalies of the future here, guys. Topias Lainanen, fringe starter. What can I get? I could get something. I mean, I'm not getting anything. Let's be honest. Jonas Johansson. He's making. Does anybody want a backup goalie? I'll call up Jet Greaves. We can get a 6th. 6 or Vilmanis? No. Okay, let's just see NHL skaters that have 1 year left kind of thing. Like, just guys to sell off before they expire. We don't have anybody signed to a long-term deal. We have got a lot of young guys, though, so it makes sense. Zach Sanford, sure. Zach Sanford is scratched. We're not getting anything there. I didn't think we would, but Christian Dvorak is expiring after this year. How is he doing, by the way? Minus 11 minutes a night. That's not the worst thing in the world, honestly. Alex Nylander, another one of the originals, the OGs. Nope, he's not got any interest in him. Can't believe Jacob Larson has so much interest in him. It's probably morale that's causing this, but I'm just gonna ignore all those deals. Gregor's up to an 84. Noah Gregor's an 84 overall right now. My goodness, teams would give me a second. They just throw seconds around like candy. All it takes is like 3 seconds in a prospect to get yourselves a medium elite. So, hey, maybe that's the move. Anyway, Lucas Johansson. I feel like teams called on him. No, oh, okay. Yuri Kulik. No, I'm not shopping Kulik. Thank you very much. All right, and there we go. So I think we're okay. I think we're gonna stand pat with where we're at. I think we did improve the roster. Michelli and a second for Yamamoto and a third. We got a better, younger player and an upgraded pick. And then we turned that pick, as well as a couple other picks from Ryan Murray, into a medium elite defenseman who looks insane with the puck. Like, I love it. Let's go take a look at the lines, because I think Coach might love it too. Oh. All right. Ryan Murray. Oh, we can get him back. We're doing it. We're claiming him. We are claiming Ryan Murray. We got him back. I just traded him for what, like a freaking second? Hold on. I gotta do this real quick. Oh, no. There we go. Ryan Murray, send him down. He has to clear waivers before being reassigned. Nope. So we will instead send down. I'm gonna send him down because nobody's gonna claim him. I claimed him literally just for the memes. And he lost morale for being sent down, but he's back. He's back. Alex Nylander's happy again. That's insane. Oh my goodness. Where do I see the recent trades and stuff? Where do I see that? Activity feed. It's got to be activity feed, right? Yeah, there it is. Player and pick trading. Where are we? There we are. It was one of the first trades we made. We down here, right there. They gave us a second and a third for Murray, waived him, and we reclaimed him. We just got a second and a third for free. We turned that third, then that 2028 third, into Michelli and a second. I mean, we paired it with Yamamoto, and then we used that 28 second round pick in the deal with Calgary to get Perrick. And then we get Murray back. Let's just do it again. Let's just do it again. All right. I love it. Oh my God. That is iconic right there. Ryan Murray, I love you. I love you, Ryan Murray. All right. Our team looks actually kind of insane. Where is Gavin McKenna? Gavin McKenna, get up here, bud. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, we got a +1. Kulik, are you scoring? He scored 3 goals. Shooting percentage, now it's 6%. He just needs to get 20 and 20, and he can get his X factor for me. That son of a gun. Of course, he decides now to stop scoring. We got a +2, though, with Rosen, Lambert, and Martone. Michelli fits the third and the first line quite well. Anywhere that would improve it? No. +2s in the middle. I mean, guys, this is looking pretty good. I'm really liking what we're looking at here. Gregor can play the wing. Michelli can play only left wing. I mean, I'm liking it. And then defensively, Chubarov and Perrick can't be paired together. Chubarov's best fit is in the middle here. Does anybody fit in the middle really, really well? Heinola? No. Ryan Johnson, maybe? Ryan Johnson. All right, so we could do this. Give Addison the ice time, Lohrei the ice time, or we could move Perrick, who plays first or third pretty well. And there we go. Perrick with, all right, and then Lohrei and Heinola can play together. Chubarov and Ryan Johnson can play together. And then Addison and Perrick. Guys, the blue line doesn't look too bad. We've got some goalies grooming in the system, right? We're looking at potentially Rotzloff or even Jet Greaves being goalies of the future. Let's see how the rest of the season goes. I'm pretty stoked for this one. McDavid's got 64 games played, 93 points. That is crazy, guys. All right, so let's see. Let's get to the last 5 of the season here. Get through the month of March and see how we do. I'm actually really excited to see how we do. And we're going to lose. I really need to temper my expectations. Michelli's excited because he's dressed. He's probably not excited. Oh, hey, we did beat Ottawa. We're trying to not be the worst team in the league. I don't know. Maybe being the worst team in the league is a decent bet or a decent. I don't know. Sorry. Philadelphia is the worst team in the league. Michelli is apparently killing it. We love to see that. I just love to see the offense pop off. Against Ottawa, we beat Ottawa. Guys, we're not doing too bad. I mean, we're not good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think we're good. But we're like a 500 hockey team here. Like, what is that? 2, 4, 5 losses? 6 losses now? And then 2, 4, 6 wins? That's 500. Toronto, we beat them. Philly, we beat them as well. Because, of course, like, they have 35 points, guys. That is historically bad. And there we go. There's another win. Oh, my goodness. Matias Michelli is apparently a godsend for the Toledo Underdogs. He was scratched in Utah, and now he comes to Toledo and flourishes. Like, oh man, let's go look at the Gavin McKenna's an 80. I love to see that. I love to see Gavin McKenna back up into the 80s. Perrick, yeah, let's take a look at everybody. Chubarov is an 84. Oh my goodness, he is growing tremendously in season 1. And look at that, guys. We're no longer last in goals for. Only second last in goals against. And we play Ottawa, which hopefully should improve. Brad Lambert leads the team in points. So, all right, let's take a look at the team here. Player stats. I know I'm freaking out. There's going to be a lot of mine. Ignore that plus minus. Just put that plus minus column out of your mind here, guys. But Brad Lambert, I challenged him to get 30 assists, and he did. And now his passing is up to an 86. He is looking like a stud, guys. I mean, a low elite 23-year-old at 85 who's playing 21 minutes a night, leading the team in points. He may end up becoming elite, and that puck skills category is certainly being, boosted. Zadina, only a -5. I just love Philip Zadina. He's doing great. Isaac Roseanne and Martone are the only other two in the 20s. I wanted him to get 40 assists. He's got 32, so he needs 8 assists. Yeah, the team just kind of sputtered a bit more than I expected them to. Martone, I challenged him to stay in the NHL. He did. He's an 83, so you love to see that. Yuri Kulik needs 16 goals in the next 5 games, so a couple Hatties maybe could get there. It's not going to happen, right? I challenged him. It's a bit unfortunate that he didn't get even close, right? That shooting percentage at 7%. I figured that for a sniper, a 12% shooting percentage wasn't that crazy. I guess in the sim, he was more around 8.5% in Rochester. He was a worse player, worse competition, but he's only a -8. So you know what? I will take that. Noah Gregor, -20, but has actually come out of nowhere to be an 84 overall bottom sixer for us, who looks phenomenal. Gavin McKenna, 36 points so far in his rookie season. So far, so good for a lot of these guys. And then Michelli played 16 games, has 15 points. Yeah, they had him scratched. He didn't even see the ice in Utah. Meanwhile, he's a point-per-game player for us. And then Perrick was also not playing for them and has 10 points for us and is only a -4. Guys, I'm very excited for the rest of this this save, because I feel like we're in a really good spot right now. It's been slow, but after year 3, we look to be maybe a 500 hockey team. We can't quite get to 500, I don't think, unless we win out, but we are unable to beat Ottawa. We lose in the shootout. Against Columbus, we do lose straight up, so we now are at the bottom of the Atlantic again. Honestly, one more top draft pick may not be the worst thing in the world. We do beat the Montreal Canadiens. Detroit, we are able to pick up a point in the shootout, and we get shut out in the final game of the season at home. So thank you, fans, for coming. Here is absolutely nothing. It's like that meme. I hope you're hungry for absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's us in the final game of the season. But Brad Lambert did get 60 points, 40 assists for Brad Lambert. I could have challenged him for an X Factor, and he would have gotten it. But he did hit the season goal for 30 assists, which was fantastic. You can see that his passing is now an 86. That's grown tremendously. 3 guys did score 20 goals. The fact that Kulik didn't makes me feel like it's rigged, because last year he got 26 goals. Expecting more shots. He needs to shoot more, I think. I need to tell him this offseason that he needs to shoot more. Gavin McKenna, 39 points in his rookie season, is an 80. Hopefully does end up growing. Played 16 minutes a night. Sticking with the forwards, though. Yeah, Gregor, I can't believe he's came out of nowhere for me, honestly. I did not expect him to be an 84. Gavin McKenna, like I said. Connor Geeky did all right. Did all right for his rookie season. 32 points, 14 goals. We got a lot of meh goal scorers. Like, you can see the goal scoring depth is just so spread out throughout the rest of the entire team. But Rasmus Kapari and Tullio were basically 1-for-1, so they combined for 17 points and 7 goals. Michelli, 18 points, kept it going in 21 games. Good Lord. I'm okay with paying this guy $6.3 million for another 2 seasons. That's pretty darn good. And then defensively, Addison put up 33 points, 12 goals. Hinola, Johnson, Lorai, they all got 20. Chubarov's got 20. Like, guys, our team is so well balanced. Then Perrick, I mean, if he is on pace for 40 points, I would absolutely take that. And I'm hoping that he develops, because I think we could have a really good looking D-core next year. If Chubarovs continues to grow and Perrick, could be really good. Goaltending, I don't know how much I blame the goalies. Honestly, like, I don't think it's their fault at all. They aren't stealing the show, but they aren't, I don't know. I can't really critique them for that. But Martone looks like he might win the Calder. Taking a look at the entire league. He is going to win the Calder, stealing it from Gavin McKenna. So that's pretty interesting to see there. We'll see all of a sudden one of our guys is going to have a trophy. Love to see that. Sikora here, Adam Sikora for the Utah Hockey Club. I wish it would change at some point. I wish they'd give us some inside information. As a 22-year-old, 82, that looks really good. I'd love to acquire a guy like that, but unfortunately I can't. But it's nice to see 3 of the top 4 are from our team. Absolutely love that. So, I don't know, guys. I feel like we're in a good spot. Let me know some off-season things we want to focus on for some of these players, like these off-season focuses. We aren't quite to the end of the season yet, so we're going to go ahead, simulate. NHL season is complete, and we did not make it to the playoffs, obviously, and yeah, so there's everybody's off-season focus. Rosen, Kulik, Lambert, Chubarov. I feel like Chubarov, I wish we could maybe change his play style. Maybe? I don't know. That's something to check. You guys did mention that, but I'm going to save because we've seen it crash before, and I'm very pleased with where we're at. I did too much without saving, so I got lucky there, but the team's in a good spot. I'm actually pretty happy with where we're trending as a team. I figured the fact that, like, in year 3, we're trending up. I mean, where did we finish, actually? I say that. We're trending up for sure, but, I mean, I intentionally tanked to get us in the 60-point range last year. This year, we're in the 70-point range, but it seems like the entire league was as well. So, I mean, look at that, guys. We are 35 points. How the heck is this team? I mean, maybe their coach is like a D. Team info. Their coaching staff, their head coach is a C. Well, they did fire their coach, so I don't know. Maybe he wasn't that good. But, I mean, at 73 points, we were 8 points behind the Penguins here at 24th. Like, that is a lot of teams clumped up here. Yes, we're the worst. We got another good chance at a top pick. I know I keep, like, about to sign off, but there's just so much to do, so much to see, so much to say, because there's a franchise defenseman, and we need to scout the OHL. What the hell is going on here? They're currently being scouted, but there's some elite players in here. There's Corbin Lawrence, who's NHL. Oh my goodness, shoot pinch, which I think we like pinch shoot. Yeah, pinch shoot is what we like. That's a defenseman that fits our scheme. Landon DuPont is shoot pinch. He's 2 years away, but he's medium franchise. So, whoo, baby. We could, if we win the draft lottery, we're looking really, really good. Cademan, anyway, there's a lot of really good players. Valery Vasyunov, Cycle Pinch. I mean, yeah, Cycle Pinch. Yeah, do we like pinch cycle? Okay, hold on. I gotta remember. I'll figure it out in the next one, but I just want it for you guys in the comment section just so you can make an informed decision as well. Our coach likes pinch shoot. There's 2 top defensemen in this draft class that are pinch shoot. Holy mackerel. We're looking good, guys. We are in a great position. We're going to get those guys. Hopefully they're NHL ready. They'll play for us. They'll match the scheme, and we'll look mighty fine. But that's all the time I have for this one. Officially, guys. Yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I know I threw a lot at you. Off-season focuses, draft. I'm excited. This is a really fun franchise, and hope you guys are having fun too. Make sure to subscribe if you guys want to see some more, and I will see you in the next one.
It's a free-for-all before we fall. It's a free-for-all before we fall. Took some L's, but I guess you can't win them all. Getting busy, been so busy, but always keep it ready.